One after another, the descendants of original landowners spoke out with a single unified message.
We're not asking the government for anything more or less. My family just wants to have their father's land back.
Frankie Tenorio Lujan was joined by dozens of other relatives, like Emmanuel Tenorio Cruz, who spoke about how his father was convinced to sign away their land for pennies on the dollar.
The U.S., through its agents and employees, unfairly represented that our ancestors would lose whatever compensation was owed if they did not sign said stipulation and the amount offered to be paid as compensation. My father was not justly compensated. He was paid roughly 9 cents per square meters.
They believe federal officials also leveraged the goodwill of the local people, who back then had just recently been freed from a brutal World War II occupation. But not only did they give up their livelihood, but also their family inheritance. 84-year-old John Tenorio remembers it was back in 1950.
I saw this movement around our land. Military would come in their dozers and start tearing down coconut trees and everything that we planted. And I asked my dad, what's going on? They're going to take our land. And ever since, I feel, as an islander, I have no voice. I have no power to stop this.
That was their subsistence way back, only to be kicked out and denied for over 50 years. And now the local government, the governor, wants to continue to deny us. And that is not right.
Family representatives met with Governor Leon Guerrero a day earlier, who told them federal law does not allow for the return of the land to original owners, but it can be leased for public purposes, such as the new medical complex she has planned. She sent a bill to Speaker Therese Terlahi revamping the land bank that would provide financial compensation to the original landowners and their heirs. Instead, they challenged the Speaker to help them get their land back.
I cannot do that by myself. There's no single person on Guam who can do that by themselves. We need to work with the governor. We support her to demand return of those lands, not to demand anything else.
For KUAM News, I'm Nestor Lecanto.